Today on Chef Andy, we're making caprese. Welcome to Chef Andy. We're making the classic Caprese salad. This comes from the region of Italy in Campania, the southern Italy, because they make some of the most beautiful Mozzarella Bufala. It's amazing stuff down there. But anyways, what's also amazing is when you smash that subscribe button and join our food movement here on the channel, and make sure to slap a big like on the video. It really helps out, guys. And I appreciate all of your support that you've given me so far. All right, so let's get right into this. Remember, you want to use great ingredients. When you use great ingredients, you're always gonna have great food, especially with this dish, because you're gonna taste the food, the ingredients at its purest form. This is a salad. So we're gonna start out with our heirloom tomato. Guys, these are amazing. We washed them, prepped them. Make sure to wash them really well. So we're just gonna cut right down the side. We're gonna cut in nice, about 2 centimeter slits. Look at this tomato though. Look at the inside there. Wow, that's that heirloom tomato. The better the tomato, the better the salad's gonna taste. And this is gonna be our base. Our tomato is gonna be what we're gonna stack everything on top of. Remember, this part of the tomato is still good too. Just cut around that, and you can eat that as well. We have our tomatoes all ready, so I'm gonna just place them right on our platter. And again, this is gonna be what holds everything together. Wow, look how beautiful that looks right on the white plate. Now, one of my favorite ingredients, fresh basil. Wow, it smells incredible. I love this stuff. Make sure to wash it really great. And we're just gonna take the leaf right off the stem. You don't wanna keep the stem on it. We're gonna take the leaf and we're just gonna set it right on top of our tomato. One at a time. I'm gonna try to find the biggest leaves because I like big leaves on my caprese. Look at how beautiful that already looks. That is incredible. Okay, now this is the main event, the main part. So we've already got the beautiful tomato, we've got the beautiful basil, but now we can't mess it up with our mozzarella. In Campania, they make some of the most amazing mozzarella di bufala in the world. It doesn't exist. I've never tried this flavor anywhere else in the world. And the thing about mozzarella that you gotta be careful with is it doesn't get better over time. I remember when I went to a mozzarella farm in Campania, they asked me, okay, would you like the mozzarella of the day or the mozzarella of 24 hours? And then after 24 hours, they sell it at the pizzerias. They don't even sell it at their stores. So, you know, in America, it's a lot harder to get that fresh, beautiful mozzarella di bufala. Actually, I think there's only like a couple farmers in the US that are actually using water buffalo. I was able to get my hands on some stuff that's imported from Italy, but you gotta imagine that when it's made over in Italy, it takes probably about 2 weeks to ship over here. By the time it gets here, it just doesn't have that same flavor. And trust me, it's a lot different than when it's just fresh made that day. You can also use fiore di latte, mozzarella fiore di latte, which is basically a Jersey cow, but there's just, I don't know, it doesn't have the same taste. It just doesn't taste as amazing as the buffalo. So the buffalo, they're not a cow, they're a water buffalo. And the best type of water buffalo are actually the river water buffalo. They apparently produce the best milk. Anyways, enough about the mozzarella. I'm obsessed with mozzarella. I love mozzarella. Let's finish this up. So as you can see, this mozzarella di bufala, look at how beautiful that looks. The texture on that. There's just something to say about the texture is just completely different. There's something about it. But if you compare the two, this is the fiore di latte, the Jersey cow. It's got more of a yellow tones, whereas the water buffalo, it's just that pure white at its purest form. Here, let me show you inside this fiore di latte what it looks like inside as well. So see how it is, it's thicker, it's like tougher. It's not as delicate. Let me try it. It actually probably tastes good. Still tastes amazing, but it just doesn't have that watery texture where the mozzarella di bufala, it's like you bite into it and it just oozes out water. I wanted to cover that a lot because I feel like people just don't understand the differences between the two, and there's such a huge difference. They're almost incomparable. So I'm gonna use my mozzarella di bufala. This stuff even cuts easier. You can just see, like, look in here, it's a little bit more, it's just more delicate of a mozzarella. It's lighter, delicate. Okay, so we got our mozzarella all cut. My obsession is now out on the internet. We're just gonna take it and just place it right on the tomato and basil. Now we're almost done, but we're not done yet. We're gonna use some beautiful olive oil. Now this olive oil comes from our farm in Toscana, Italy. It's non-filtered. We use a cold press method, which when you use cold press, it still leaves in all the proteins and all the good stuff that's in the olive oil. When you hot press, you extract a lot more oil, but you don't get as much proteins. It just doesn't taste as good. And also, we don't filter this olive oil. But I only have a very select few, so I'm sorry you can't buy it in stores, at least yet. Okay, so I'm gonna take my olive oil and I'm just gonna slightly just drizzle it right over the top of the caprese. Wow, look at that. Now salt. Take a nice pinch of salt, just kind of sprinkle it right on top just to make all those flavors just pop. And boom, there you go. It's that simple, guys. Your caprese salad all the way from southern Italy. Now, a lot of Americans like to take balsamic vinegar and drizzle it on top. That's not actually the traditional way of doing it. In my opinion, when you take balsamic and you put it on top, it takes away the flavors that are all there. You know, you don't really taste the mozzarella as much or the tomato. I mean, I like balsamic, but it's a little bit too overpowering for me. Anyways, this looks incredible. I gotta try this. Santa Maria Madre Dio. Okay, here we go. Wow. The prophecy is true. The caprese is amazing. That heirloom tomato just sets the tone, sets the base. You get a nice little bite of that basil and then finishes it off with that beautiful mozzarella di bufala. That is incredible. But you know what's also incredible is when you smash that subscribe button and join our food movement right here on the channel, guys. Make sure to slap a big like on it as well. That is an incredible salad, and I'll see you next time in the kitchen. Ciao belli.